guys, before we get to today's video, which I think you're really going to enjoy, I just wanted to tell you really quickly that my website, www.clashwithash.com, has a new section. I've heard your advice and I've added a 3-star academy. Basically an archive where I'll put all my 3-star videos for you guys to go ahead and reference if you come across those bases. So guys, go ahead and enjoy today's video.
Hi guys, Ashlane here, and I am happy to bring you a Clan War recap of a special event I was lucky enough to be involved in over this past weekend. It was called Pints and Pekkas over at Beer Goggles, so special thanks to the leadership team, Buckeye Guy and crew there for having me, and I'm going to use this opportunity to touch upon some 3-star replays involving Pekkas. So I know that Pekkas get a bad rap in the game for 3-star strategies, and it's rightfully so to some extent, but they can certainly be useful when combined with Hogs. So that's what I'm going to focus on these replays today, and I have both Town Hall 9 3-star strategy and Town Hall 8. I'm going to start with Town Hall 9 here, and you're going to see this first replay by Shadow Puppet is going to utilize a HoPe strategy, I guess I would call it, or HoPe, I don't know, but either way, it's going to start with Pekkas doing the job that a golem might normally do, just helping to clear the way, creating a nice funnel to go into the center of the base. Now this is going to be a common theme to all the attacks today, creating a funnel, getting at that archer queen, so attacking towards the queen, and executing the hog raid from there on out. Now, let's talk about the pros and the cons to Pekkas versus just a traditional golem raid starting out with a GoHo type attack. Well, obviously, the Pekkas have a lot more DPS, damage per second. They have a lot more firepower here, so if you can see use the Barbarian King ability right there early on. So the issue here, and this would be one of the cons to the attack, is if there's a dragon engaging your Pekkas all clumped up, well, with that AoE damage by the dragons, they can actually take the Pekkas down pretty quickly. But if you're able to bring enough Hogs, and you have really excellent heal spell placement and strategy as Shadow Puppet has here, you're actually able to compensate for the Pekkas going down. So this would be one of the cons, right? The Pekkas all run into a couple Teslas and a dragon, and boom, 3 Pekkas off the board. But the pros, which we're going to see in some of the later videos here, or some of the later replays, I should say, same video, are going to be that they can do a heck of a lot of cleanup, devastation with their high DPS. Even though they have the slow movement speed, they're more apt to stay alive than obviously our golem. Well, a golem might stay alive, but they're not going to help out with the cleanup. But if you can keep them alive throughout the first portion of the attack, well, they're excellent at cleaning up a village under the 3-minute time that you have for the raid. So they can certainly be used in 3-star strategy, and that right there was an example of, hey, things don't go perfectly, but you still pull off the 3-star attack. Let's move down here to Beast Mode on full. So he is totally beast mode, 100%. So let's go ahead and beast mode on full. He's going to go into this base, and he's going to be using some giants. So he opts to bring 5 giants on this raid, and yet again, no golem. Instead, a max P.E.K.K.A in the clan castle. The whole premise of this event was to challenge and task the participants to go ahead and use at least 3 P.E.K.K.As in their attacks. So a lot of people were able to prove that, hey, bringing P.E.K.K.As can definitely be a viable and fun 3-star strategy. So yet again, guys, the first part of this raid is going to be similar goals to as I discussed earlier, right? You want to take out the Archer Queen, and you want to go ahead and engage the clan castle, similar to any 3-star attempt that you're going to split your forces. And when I say split your forces, I mean a 2-phase attack. You're going to be using your either your golems and heroes, in this case P.E.K.K.As, in the beginning of the raid, or you're going to be going ahead and using La Lune towards the end of the raid. But in this case, it's going to be Hogs. Yet again, kind of similar to the first attacker, that dragon really burned through the Pekkas here. But on the the rest of the replays in this event, the Pekkas will actually be left standing for all the attackers. Now, I should note there was a lot of nice we wipe attacks in this replay, in this event as well. But I figured what I would do is bring some of the videos to you guys involving the Hogs, because if I had to attack using Pekkas at Town Hall 9, or Town Hall 8 for that matter, I would definitely involve some Hogs on the back end. And what I would do is bring slightly less amount of Hogs and maybe bolster up the first part of the attack, adding a Golem, meaning adding a Golem and maybe a few extra Wizards. But either way, these attackers certainly proved that it can be a viable 3-star strategy, especially if you're not hitting like a totally maxed Dragonflower base. If all the point defenses aren't totally maxed, it can definitely be a lot of fun to mix in some Pekkas. So let's go into the next replay here. I have 27 highlighted here. Let's take a look at what this attack was here by Ramrod. So this is a lower level Town Hall 9 base, but the reason I wanted to bring it to you is because Ramrod has also low level heroes. He has a level 10 king, which is obviously max for Town Hall level 8, and he has his new Archer Queen just got to level 5. So he's going to use, this is probably the type of troop composition I would use if I had to do this strategy, and I guess this would be a GoHoPe attack, a GoHoPe, I guess some might call it. But look at how that Golem's distracting that giant, and then he's able to go ahead and delay the Pekkas a little bit, make sure the Archer Queen takes out the Golem, the dragon there, if I can speak. And then once he takes down the dragon, there's a nice funnel created, and here comes the rest of the Pekkas, and here comes the Hogs. Now this guy Ramrod means business here with his idea, his tactic for hitting this base. I really like the composition, and I really like the strategy behind it. Like I said, if I was going to use Pekkas for these type of strategy, for these type of attacks, this is what I would use here. And I'm going to tell you right now that a lot of the Go-We wipe attackers did the same thing. They brought one Golem and started the raid out that way, and then they were able to use the Golem to distract the dragon in the clan castle, and then unleashed all the witches from there on out. If you guys want me to bring you some of those replays, go ahead and let me know in the comments, and I'll do that as one of my future episodes involving this clan war event. But the P.E.K.K.A is just a very powerful unit, and I don't think it should be dismissed as a non-operative as far as 3-star attempts go. Or just, obviously, it wouldn't be my first choice, but I don't think it should be totally dismissed, and it is fun to try out new compositions. So let's go ahead and fast forward a little bit here. As you can see, it's clearly going to be a 3-star victory. He has 2 P.E.K.K.As left on the board, as well as both heroes still alive. So very nice attack here by Ramrod. That was a pleasure to watch. I was actually able to catch that one live. Let's go ahead and move on to the Town Hall 8 attackers. A lot of our Town Hall 8 attackers here opted to use the GoHo strategy, or not the GoHo, the HoPe, I guess, the Hogs and the P.E.K.K.A strategy. And the ones who were successful, I tell you what, they all lured the clan castle, because as you guys know from watching a lot of my Town Hall 8 content, as a Town Hall 8, I will do anything to make sure I lure the clan castle. I think it's just a total recipe for success, even if that means having to burn, 4 or 5 Hogs right off the bat to make sure I can empty out the contents of that clan castle. And to that note, I should note that if you're a defender at Town Hall 8, I see absolutely no reason, even after the update that's coming up very shortly here, I don't see any reason why you should centralize your Town Hall. Always centralize your clan castle. Make it harder on the attacker to lure the clan castle. I think that's a very important point for defending at Town Hall 8. I would never centralize my Town Hall. There's really no need to, no benefit, because a 2-star attack on Town Hall 8 is looked at as a win. So let's get to this attack here. Dread goes ahead and uses the Hogs, and you can see he came in from the same angle as the P.E.K.K.As, and he's basically able to distract all the point and splash damage with the Hogs, and he's able to keep them all alive using the heal spells. So you'll note at this point in the raid, his 3 P.E.K.K.As, including the Max and the Clan Castle, are almost all at full health. And the Hogs, he's just using those 3 heal spells to keep the Hogs alive. I mean, this is a really fun attack to watch. And even after watching all the attacks on this war, I actually sat down and watched every single 100 of the attacks pulled off here. And I gotta tell you, I think this is my favorite viable strategy out of all the strategies. It would be Town Hall 8, HoPe, I guess. Hogs and Pekkas, or Hope We. I don't know what you guys want to call it. You guys know I'm not the acronym guy. I'm the guy who brings you the finished product. You guys can decide what to name it in the comment section. But either way, it was definitely successful. All the attackers who used the HoPe strategy with Hogs and Pekkas at Town Hall 8, they had a lot of success. And look at that troop composition here. It bears noting that you can use the 3, you don't even need to bring the rage spell, really. If you go ahead and bring the Hogs in from the same direction as the Pekkas, it can certainly be successful, just keeping the Hogs alive as long as possible with those heal spells, and then the Pekkas will just do all the cleanup work. So it's really cool. So let's go ahead and watch another attack by Dread. As you can see, you know what? I mean, there was a lot of nice attacks this war, but Dread really just seemed to have this strategy down as far as Town Hall 8s went. So let's watch one more replay by Dread here, and we'll go ahead and end the video there. Now, yet again, guys, why would this defender, Fabricio? I don't know. Fabricio Mora? Why would you have your clan castle on the edge like that? Put your clan castle in the middle, and, you know, although I wouldn't put the town hall on the edge, but, you know, you're better off having the town hall on the edge if you're going to, rather than the clan castle. It's just such an easy lure, and he didn't lose barely any troops going ahead and doing that. So this is like an absolute dominant attack, because let's face it, it's not a good village design. It's not an impressive attack in regards of the defense levels and design, but it's an impressive attack in the army composition choice. I mean, these troops are absolutely going to destroy this base. And I'm bringing this one to you because, you know what, if you want to be a bully in your clan wars and you want to maybe impress your clanmates as far as absolutely destroying a base, go ahead and try this composition using the 3 Pekkas, including 1 max in the clan castle, and then go ahead and use some wizards, take out the town hall, even if it's centralized, just lure it with a couple hogs, and look at this. It almost looks like he didn't lose 1 hog in this raid. I gotta tell you, this is a dominant attack, and even if the base design was a little bit better, as you saw in the previous example, it's still certainly a viable attack for sure. Let's go ahead and end this video with one of the Town Hall 10 replays, just to give the Town Hall 10 some love. As you know what, I found out on my channel recently, someone made a comment, and they're absolutely right, that when I bring Town Hall 10 content, 9 out of 10 times, it just so happens that it's somebody from, it seems like it's me or somebody from my clan, Red Elite. So I think that's probably a little unfair. So let's just go ahead and focus a little bit on Town Hall 10. And DFO is a great attacker, and this is a really popular base design. That's why I want to bring it. So DFO is going to go into this base from the southeast here, and it's going to be an interesting strategy. I might have dropped a 3rd jump spell around up here, around the corner, if you will. I know I've brought this base before on my 2-star blueprint on defeating internet bases, and this is certainly probably the king of the internet base. But DFO is going to actually plan this attack really well in advance, and he does a good job planning for it, because on a normal attack, your golems are going to go around a base like this, around the resource ring, which is the design of the base, the whole point of the design. But DFO is bringing enough Pekkas here where he's confident that the Pekkas will obviously jump to the middle because they're not going to be distracted by that resource ring, and they're going to provide all the meat shield those wizards and Archer Queen is going to need to make them able to engage the town hall and take down the town hall. And then the Pekkas, by going around the golems, by going around the base, are going to provide ample sniping opportunities to get the percentage. So it was a really nice attack, and it was a really nice adjustment made on a very popular base to help compensate for the Pekkas. You know that the Pekkas are obviously not, resource ring has no effect on Pekkas. They're always going to go to the middle. How often have you seen a clanmate against a base like this go ahead with 1 or 2 lonely Pekkas, and they go to the center by themselves and absolutely get fried? But if you have enough Pekkas to the party, excuse the corny rhyme, but if you bring enough Pekkas to the party, they're going to actually be able to maintain enough of a shield there in the center to help protect your troops. So guys, I'm going to send this off with a message by myself. But first off, I just need to thank once again Beer Goggles for having me at this event. It was great to watch all these amazing attacks, and I hope you guys, the viewers, enjoyed them.
Hey guys, thanks for watching my video. I wanted to give you 3 quick ways you can help the channel out. Number 1, subscribe if you're not already. It really helps me. Number 2 is give a thumbs up, like the video. Number 3, continue to tell your clanmates about my channel. It really helps and I really appreciate it. And also social media. You can find me, follow me on Twitter at @clash_with_ash. Also, follow me or find me on Bindle at #ClashWithAsh. And don't forget to visit my website, www.clashwithash.com. Take care, guys.